2009 Cyber Gray Metallic Corvette. Extremely nice car. It has custom interior, embroidery. It has a suede insert, which really keeps you planted in the seat. I mean, this car is dynoed at 672 rear wheel horsepower, which is like 750 plus maybe 800 flywheel horsepower. That's how the cars are rated from the factory. And not that I go fast in it a lot, but when I do, it is so fast that these the suede inserts really keep you in place. The car has custom stripes on it, which if somebody didn't like that, you know, you could remove it. I personally think it makes the car look mean, extremely mean. It has a extremely nice stereo. I'd say probably $4,000 plus. JL audio, all high-end speakers. It has a custom subwoofer box that's carpeted, matches the carpet in the car, fits in the cargo hold. There are actually two. Fits discreetly there, so it's hidden. Let's look at this motor. Motor's clean as it can be. The car has a little over 23,000 miles on it. I am the second owner. The car, I mean, I know the original owner. The car has been garage kept ever since it was new, and the car's not been detailed. I should have detailed it before I filmed this video. A little bit of dust. Could have wiped it down more, but it's, I mean, this is the way it basically is all the time. It stays in my garage. It's never driven in the rain. It has Cook's 1 7/8 inch full-length headers on it. These are high-dollar headers. These are not cheap headers. It's got the X pipe on it. I have both the off-road pipe and the high-flow catalytic converter portion of the pipe. Car passes inspection easily. It's a very efficient tune. The car gets pretty good gas mileage if you stay out of it and drive normally, like you should, like I do most of the time. It gets mid-20s. It has a Vortech Supercharger, which is a kit that was put together by a company called A&A. They make all the bracketry for the kit. It has a custom, because this is a Z51 handling package, it had to have a custom radiator. So it's a 1-inch core aluminum radiator, and it keeps the car very cool. Has a front-end intercooler. It's a front mount air-to-air intercooler, which helps make more horsepower, obviously, if you're cooling the air after it's supercharged, before it goes into the motor. Like I say, the interior is absolutely gorgeous. I had it redone to customize the car. You know, the ebony is nice, but I wanted a little bit, not a lot of bling, but I wanted it to look really, really classy. And the embroidery in the seats, and also the console cover, and then the Lloyd's floor mats. So now let's look in here. Now, as of right now, it has, well, spooling up. You can customize what it says. Hold on. Yeah, it's ajar. Waiting for it to load up here. I realize it's ajar. I'll start it. guess you have to take my word for it. It's 23,000 miles. I have it on the photographs. The navigation system is very nice. It's JVC. It has navigation, your home, find your way home, hit the home button. You can program that. I usually listen to USB, but it has Sirius FM, and you can add these apps too for Pandora and iHeart. The car has a small blower cam, supercharger cam. It's a competition cams, custom grind. It's to RPM Motorsports, who did the maintenance work. It's the cam they normally use with their blower package. You can hear it a little bit. This has the NPP. It's the factory performance exhaust. This is like a $2,000 factory option. It's very, very quiet. I mean, it's obviously you're quieting a lot of horsepower with the mufflers, but this is the quiet mode, and no drone going down the road. You can definitely tell it's got a cam in it. But the cool thing about this is it has a remote control. Now, anytime over, when you're going over 3,500 RPMs, the other two mufflers open. These two here are open all the time, but these are straight through mufflers, or actually they bypass the muffler, straight through exhaust. But if you pull up beside a Mustang or a Hellcat, or you want to try to intimidate somebody, you just hit the remote and it opens it up. In the car, it sounds, excuse my language, it sounds badass. You can get in here and rev it a little bit. You know, it's loud now, but flick of the button and it's back to quiet again. The supercharger is very, very quiet. It's the version 3. It's a self-contained unit. The old versions, you had to tap into the oil pan. This one's not. It has its own oil. It's aircraft grade synthetic fluid that goes in it. That's changed every, I think it's 7,500 miles. And that supercharger added almost 200 horsepower to the rear wheels on this car. Amazing power with that supercharger. I mean, this car is extremely clean. I love this car. I built this car, or had the car built for me. I guess you could say, make fun of me here, but midlife crisis. I turned 50 and wanted a Corvette, bought the Corvette, put a lot of money in it, made it very, very nice. And it breaks my heart to sell the car, and I hate to say it, it's a possession. We don't die with our toys, but I need the money to put in my business. I could get a loan, a business loan, but the smart thing, the adult thing to do would be to just get rid of my toy and take the money and invest in my business. But anyway, somebody's getting a really good deal on this car. I've got over 25,000 in mods in, as of right now, about the past 8 or 9 months, and I'm not getting hardly anything out of it. The price that I'm asking for the car, I'm taking a huge loss, at least $17,000. If you are interested in a really fast car that's been professionally built, RPM has a great reputation. They built the car. They're very meticulous in their work. I've taken very good care of this car because I don't want to tear it up, and I love it, and it's my pride and joy. Never raced it. This car gets more looks. I've had people almost wreck turning their head looking at it. I mean, it gets a lot of attention. If you don't want a car that gets a lot of attention, this is not the car for you, because it definitely does. I mean, it's very ego boosting, and you need to be a humble person to own this car, that's for sure. But it's a blast. I mean, it's an awesome car. And you know, I mean, I hate to say, but it's it will outrun any stock Hellcat, ZR1, Z06, STI, Mustang, Shelby 500, you name it. I mean, this car is not for the faint of heart. And truthfully, whoever is looking at this car that's interested in buying it, I would prefer somebody that has experience handling a car like this, because it is, you can get in trouble. I mean, the car drives straight. It's not a scary car to drive. If you have experience driving fast cars, this car's no problem at all. However, if you're new to fast cars and you've never driven a really fast car, I would highly suggest you get some practice before you think about buying this car. Just because it goes straight, it tracks straight, but if you do something stupid and you go fast around a curb and accelerate with 750 horsepower, you can lose it quick. You know, you just have to know, you have to be experienced to know when you hit the throttle, when you don't. But it's a great car. Top does come out of it. Had to put the camera down in order to do that. But the target top, it's kind of neat. I mean, it's not a convertible, but it's kind of like a convertible. And you know, on sunny days, just make sure if you take the top off that you have your sunscreen on. Fingerprints on here. But the cool thing about this color is the cyber gray metallic. It has a lot of blue metal flake in it, and you really see it in the sun. You can kind of see it now. I'm not sure how much, you know, how well this is going to show up on this video, but if you get in the bright sunlight, it is gorgeous. I mean, you can see it from a distance. The car driving away, I've had my neighbors who live, their houses are a long way off the road, and they've told me, they say they can see, it looks like it's glittering blue in the distance, so it's very unique. I mean, it's not just a boring gray color. I mean, it's really cool. It's gray, but it's got, you know, the metallic in it. And the racing stripes, that's actually a factory option. GM, it's a dealer installed option. I'm not sure if I'd heard that they did that at the Corvette Museum, but I don't know for sure if that's the case. But I do know that it is a dealer installed option. And but these can be removed. These were not a dealer installed option. I had these put on several months ago, and the car's not been in the sun that much. It stays in my garage, so that if you don't like them, you could take them off, have them taken off pretty easily, and there would not be any fading or anything underneath it. It'd be fine. But anyway, the target top's really cool. You know, it makes it kind of like a semi-convertible. You feel more in touch with the world with the top off.